Okay, apparently we're live. Apparently this is working. Yay.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm hosting for once, guys. Hi, it's Book Babble. I'm Mimi. The other person
Hey
is
guys.
Jeremy.
What's up, guys?
We're doing our review on Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas.
Man,
I'm mixed on the cover because I really like it, but I'm also like, I don't know how to feel
it's a little plain compared to the other ones, but at the same time, the spine is really, really pretty.
sometimes. Yeah. Also, which version did you have? Because I have the Barnes and Noble version. Do you have the drawings on the inside? Or do you have a Target version?
I do not have drawings on the inside. I just ordered it off of Amazon, or I
Okay.
had
I'm,
someone order it from Amazon.
I'm special. I have those drawings on the
Oh,
inside.
that is beautiful. Oh my god,
Yeah. Barnes and
that
Noble,
is
man.
that is that is wonderful. Oh my god,
There's
that looks.
some short in the back that I didn't read. Anyway, yeah. So last year, right? We did the first book.
Yeah, we did all the way
All of
up
it.
to Queen of Shadows. Yeah, because we were
That's when
like,
I
fuck
started.
it,
Yeah.
and did
And
one
now
long video talking about all
it
six,
was like, go big or go home.
all
Finish
five.
it. Um,
Yep.
you got this book. This is the most recent. It's shorter compared to her others, but it's still a long
Yeah,
ass book.
yeah. Like, what was it? Air of Fire was like 700, and then and then like Queen of Shadows was at least almost 900 pages. I want to say it was like.
And then, but like, I feel like I get it because like when she had Sarah's doing what 2 series a year now versus the beginning of the series,
Yep.
wasn't it?
Yep.
Plus, a Court of
That's
Mystery was really fucking long. I'm not really complaining. I'm just like, oh,
and besides, like this is like the penultimate book, so she really doesn't want to cram everything in at once. So makes sense.
yeah, but it's still a good book. I still thoroughly enjoyed it. Do you want to do the non-spoiler version, or should I do the non-spoiler?
I mean, I could quickly do the non-spoilery version. So non-spoilers. This is a book set in the Throne of Glass world, following Selena Sardathian slash Aelin Galathynius. Took me a couple books to get used to the name change, but yeah, Aelin Galathynius, because they mention her name like every chance they get.
Oh my god, yes. Very into
Um,
this.
so yeah, it follows Aelin's journey, going from assassin to queen. Pretty much, there's fairy magic, war, intrigue, violence, death, lots of good stuff. So yeah, that's all I can really say for non-spoiler, because this is the fifth book of a 6-book series. So if you haven't read it by now, I don't know what the fuck you're watching this for.
Yeah, I don't know why you're here either. I mean, we're fabulous, but I don't know why
I mean, hey, if you want to just hear us talk, that's fine too.
you're here. Sorry, I'm also tweeting.
All right, so yeah, we can go ahead and
All
talk
right.
about this now.
All right. All right. So this is a fantastic series, as like saying. I really like Sarah J. Maas as a writer. But this is, as Jeremy said, the fifth book in a 6-book series. So a lot of hype, a lot of things have been going on in the past couple books up to this, and it was kind of like the entire time I read this one, all I could think of was like this is a hardcore close to Game of Thrones, which isn't a bad thing. It's a young adult.
This was extremely Game of Thrones. As I was listening to the audio, I was like, wait a minute, wait a second. They even have a narrow sea, and they have houses now and sigils, and I'm like, this is very Game of Thrones.
I don't blame her. Like I get it. It's been a build up for this. If you want to do it now, better late than never.
Oh yeah.
So because Aileen isn't a she's not like the most trustworthy narrator, so I get like why we don't know all these things until now. Plus, she's been creating this series for fucking 5 years. Like I get it, but like I'm not like
And
damn.
but I mean, I totally agree with Aelin in the one perspective. Like, I love the dramatic reveals, so
Same.
I am not complaining at all.
I'm not either, but like I'm saying, like I like that a lot. I fucking love Elizabeth Evans' audiobook. She's fantastic.
Yes.
Bravo. Right. Didn't you reread Queen of Shadows before this?
Yeah. I reread Queen of Shadows before this because I knew I wasn't going to get this right away, so I reread Queen of Shadows to kill time.
Ooh, that makes one of us. I didn't, and I was like, I'm forgetting characters. Like the awesome reveal of the lady from the Assassin's book. I didn't read that yet. It's still on my Audible queue. So I was like,
Oh, are you talking? You're talking about the Desert Assassin Queen from the short stories? Yeah.
oh yeah, she's cool. Like I really like her. I'm like, I'll go back and enjoy your story. But I was laughing because suddenly when we
Yeah,
were
dude. Lost my shit when she showed up. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Aslan!" I'm like, "Wait a minute!" I'm like, "That's why you use the name, and you have to." I was like, "Okay, everything is making sense now, and I'm liking it."
when I heard her, I was just like, ooh. Suddenly there's another Southern girl. Like suddenly there's a different accent in my ear because I audibled a lot of this book because I was walking around a lot. Past like week or so, because I could. It's really nice out in the city anymore. I got to like physically in chapter 41 in the book, and then I was like, and I'm still audibling it while I listen. I really liked her. I liked a lot of the characters in this, even though it's little around the points with them because my brain just forgot about so many of them and kept on being like, Jeremy, no spoilers, or who the fuck is this chick? So
See,
I
and that's just part of the struggle of the fact that I didn't get this right away and Mimi did. So I was just like, I don't want to know, but I want to know.
yeah, like it bothered me. I was like, I need to ask you questions because I know you a little bit better than me, but I don't want to spoil shit. All right. So, what characters do you want to do first? Do you want to
I
do
mean,
like
I guess we could quickly touch on the fact that we see nothing of Kale, like this entire book,
yeah, like
and it kind of stressed me out. I was like, wait, where's Kale? Where's Kale? Where's Kale?
I'm sad he's not in it, but part of me's like a lot of shit happened in this book. Not like just a couple wise. I mean, like a lot of. Oh, okay. So to be honest, I audibled a good chunk of it, and I honestly don't think my brain really was 100% invested in this book until the sea dragon scene happened.
I was gonna say like I don't think I would have been invested in this if I hadn't have audibled it because like I read the first 12 chapters and I was like I have one credit left that I was gonna use for Six of Crows because I really like the Six of Crows audiobook, but I'm gonna do it. So I caved, used my credit, and was like, all right, now it's flowing a lot easier. I'm liking this.
Um, like I
I
still
think it
love.
was mostly the pacing. Yeah, I think it was mostly the pacing for the beginning.
Yeah, I still like enjoyed it, and my brain just wasn't clicking and stuff. So when you were texting me things, I'm like, I don't remember that. And I'm like, was that the part in my brain where I just kind of tuned out while I was walking and listening? Like, was that what happened? And then you're like, Sea Dragon. I'm like, yes, I remember this stuff. I remember this part.
Oh
All
yeah,
right, so
there was a lot of all caps texting involved when I was while I was reading this.
let's see. We had Manon plot. I'm gonna write these things down in our chat. No one else is gonna see it, but we have the Manon things we should do before videos. We have Manon plot. We have Dorian plot. We have Aileen's plot. We have Elite's plot. I think there's like the three focus. Oh, and then yeah, the Morgan's
I mean,
plot.
there's little stuff with like Lysandra,
Yeah,
and then Maeve and freaking what's her name, Elena, yeah, and all that other stuff.
yeah. I don't know. I don't. Crap. Who's Elena again? My brain is like.
Yeah, Maeve, and then like and Aiden, and
Yeah,
well, I
Aiden.
mean, we could. Well, yeah, we'll go through it character by character. So like, yeah, we already touched on Kale. Like we said, Kale doesn't show up in here, which was upsetting, but I understand. Kale better come back with a vengeance in this next book.
Oh, he will be. It's the
Oh,
last book. If he's not. Yeah. All right. Uh. I wanna say Manon towards the end because I know those both are our favorite
yeah,
characters. So
yes.
let's Dorian, your man.
All right, yeah. Dorian earned my respect. Dorian really earned my respect. And Dorian was a character I did not like in the beginning of the series because I was like, this dude is such a stereotypical Prince Charming fantasy prince type of character. Don't like him. Don't like him at all. He's way too tropey. Don't like him. That's why I was all about Kale in the beginning, and I was like, all right, Kale, obviously you're not gonna work, so I'm gonna stick with Rowan. But Dorian, I still don't like you that much. Like I was completely on the same page as 80, and I'm like, I don't like this motherfucker. I still got a problem with him from book one. But then stuff started happening, and he was like, all right, I'm into this, and I'm like, okay, you're selling me on it. You're selling. And then he finally got what he wanted, and I was like, all right, dude, you win. You win. You are the man.
Dorian's one of those characters like Jeremy just said. I liked him, but I'm also the demographic that was entertained by him. He wasn't my favorite. He kind of made me think of like a washed off, less fleshed out Adrian from Empire Academy in the beginning. It's like, all right, like she's perfect, you're troubled, you have too many issues, and then he got fleshed out a lot, and the books just gave him more flair. Um, I remember being really sad.
Oh, yeah, I didn't actually like him until Era of Fire when he had the whole Sorsha thing going on, and it's hilarious because I was looking at the fandom for the book, and Dorian fans hate Sorsha. They hate Sorsha with a passion, and I didn't actually start liking Dorian until Sorsha came along with her awesome accents and like really cool description.
I don't know. I like Dorian, and part of me is like really happy he's like how he was in this book, and the other part is like, crap, I have to deal with like douchey Dorian again. Like, goddamn, like the first Manon and Dorian makeout scene. I was like, oh great, you're back to being a raging ass. Like it worked, and I liked the scene a lot. But part of me just like, great, we're back to like book one Dorian. That's a
at the same time, I was like, all right. When I saw that scene, I was like, okay. I'm like, where is this going? And then when he blue balls her, I was like, oh, we're going there now.
It was just yeah. I'm proud of his journey. I was kind of pissy when he was like, "I'm king," and I'm like, really, you're gonna throw that at Eileen? Like, really, she could literally destroy you, and you're just gonna what? Really, boy, really? Like, that's what you're gonna?
Yeah, I was like, all right, Elsa, calm down. You need to
Yeah,
calm
like
down with your little ice magic. Like the whole you don't understand how many Frozen jokes I was making while listening to this because I was like, oh my god, Dorian is all about conceal, don't feel right.
he does that a lot in this book, which is fine. But like when he does, like it's spoiler, but we're in the spoiler section. Like the final fight scene, like his fight scene stuff, I really enjoyed. I just always entertained.
Yeah, and I think what really kind of sold me on Dorian is his bond with Rowan. Like Rowan is over here, like whenever he comes in contact with somebody, he makes that character that much better. Like it happened with Adion, it happened with Adion's dad. It happened with the one douchebag Faye dude that was with Adion's dad, whose name I can't remember right now. And then he actually improved Lorcan a little bit. I was like, all right, Rowan, there you go.
I like that. Every series needs a character that's gonna make others better.
Yeah, I think Rowan is like the like if you want to go with Mortal Instruments parallels. Rowan is like the Alec of their group. He makes everybody better.
Yeah,
he makes everybody better. He started off a little rocky, but once he got into his groove, he made everybody just that much better.
What threw me off with Rowan is like while I was looking up Emperor Storm stuff on Tumblr, comparing him to Reese. Not Reese. They were comparing him to Tamlin in the other series, and I just like.
That's kind of scary because when you mentioned that, I was like, oh no, please don't tell me we're going there.
Yeah, like I'm gonna send you the post again later, but I just like I am sad because Tumblr's trying to
make because they were like because I told you straight up in the beginning, I was like, I swear to God, she better not end up with Dorian because they keep pushing this past life Aelin's ancestor and Dorian's ancestor being in love and all this. I'm like, they better not do some reincarnation. They're meant to be together. BS.
Yeah, like I don't want that. She doesn't. Like I get what you're doing. I don't want that. I wouldn't be okay with that. like ideal, but I don't like you have to a really high note. And even though I do thoroughly enjoy Rowan, and I do like him a lot, but now I'm like unintentionally making like I really like Aileen and him together. They're really cute. Like I like them. It's hot and it's entertaining, and I like that he deals with her literally setting shit on fire all the time, like she's fucking Khaleesi.
Yep.
And can't control shit. And he's just like, all right, my honey's on fire. I got this.
I just like how he is straight up like 100% prepared all the time. He just has ice at the ready like it's a fucking tampon. Like instead of going out instead of going on for runs instead of going out for runs for tampons and chocolate like a normal boyfriend, he goes out for ice and a fire extinguisher.
Yes, like, good boy. Like I appreciate that. Thanks for that, honey. Also, I'm kind of thrown off on the whole like, is she gonna get pregnant thing? Like that threw me off too.
Yeah, that scared me for a second because when she was throwing up, I was like, oh no, don't tell me we're gonna have to add a baby on top of the list of issues here.
Yeah, like I don't want her to deal with that shit. I'm really hoping, like, if we get a baby, I want it to be like the epilogue of the series, like 10 years later, everything's pretty fucking awesome.
I was gonna say the baby better come. The baby, if the baby is to happen, the baby better happen in an epilogue when she's already settled into her fae form. She's gonna live for thousands of years, and she can have kids then.
Yeah, I want her to have kids when she's settled and just taking over shit, kicking Maeve's ass. Which I appreciate Maeve's thing because like we got her what Air of Fire.
Yeah, Air of Fire.
We didn't get her at really that much.
Yeah, we didn't get her much in Queen of Shadows. We got her when Lorcan showed up in Queen of Shadows, but she herself wasn't there.
Okay, then like I appreciate that she's been like a random background villain, like just like oh, you're a bitch and I don't like you, and you weren't fun in Air Fire. Now you're back and you're fucking shit up, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, and I also like the strings that like Sarah's setting up here because Maeve runs deep. Like I did not expect it to go that far. I was like, oh, wow.
I appreciated her random like, I'm just gonna disown both you motherfuckers, and you're not even gonna get disowned nicely because that's what you want. I'm just gonna like destroy your lives in a matter of seconds, and I liked that a lot. I was like,
and I also like that, like, because not many immortal villains actually embrace the full like you know what it is to be immortal and like the kind of the advantage of being immortal. She literally was like, so I saw the future and I know what was gonna happen, so I'm just gonna wait until your boyfriend is born and I'm gonna just own his ass, break him, and then make sure you fall in love with him just so you can experience that and I can take that shit away from you.
I liked that. I was like, that's really fucked up, and I applaud you for that. That made me think of like really well thought out Once Upon a Time Regina plot. Like I would see Regina being like, I'm gonna fuck with you guys. Like, cause that's kind of what she did. Not to this extent, but I appreciate that. That made me happy.
That was some real
villain because you just
good
fuck shit up.
Yeah, that was just some really good villain plot right there. Like I really appreciate. Like I wasn't like as like intimidating as like Erewhon is, and he's like, oh shit, he's the big bad. Maeve genuinely scares me. Like Maeve fuck shit up. Like for real fuck shit up.
I'm also more intimidated by the grandma, like more.
Oh, Manon's grandma. Oh yeah.
Fucked up bitch. I can't wait for her to be like gone for good.
I really want to see Dorian ice sword her and chop her head off.
Well, part of me's like, I really want that, but I also want Manon to get to do that, so I don't really know like who I want to have kill her more. Like, also I really love all of Manon's 13 and just badass women party. Like, I just every time Manon like.
Also, I cheered, man. I cheered when Alid decides to join the 13. I'm like, yes, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. She's gonna get the iron teeth and the nails, and oh my god, it's gonna be so cool.
It also makes me really happy because am I missing up Alid? No. Okay. On moment. The one who has the messed up leg.
That's a lead.
A lead. Good. Then yes. Sorry, my brain had just blanked on names. Their name, like their names sound similar on the Audible, and it
Yeah,
fucks me
yeah,
up.
Elite and Aelin do sound similar. It is weird.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, my brain is like, am I happy with this? Yes, I'm very happy about this. All I want is a lead to go beyond
Especially after she got all heartbroken by Lorcan and she just turned totally cold. I was like, oh, she's gonna be a badass now. She doesn't have any kind of anchor, and she's gonna fuck shit up.
makes my shipper Manon and Elite heart very happy. Like my hardcore like shit. Like I ship more Manon and Dorian, but I'm also like hardcore shipping Elite and Manon. It's like the entire time, every time Elite just like and a strong voice pushed me this way, I'm like Manon. Every time I was like, ooh, feeling. It's gonna be your dead mom. I know it.
Every time she was all like, I need to pretend to be strong and confident. I'm like, who do I pretend to be? Manon. That's like,
Yep.
oh, I need to charm these guys into thinking I'm just some sweet innocent little girl. Oh, let me copy what Astrid was doing.
Yep.
All right.
All of it is great. Ashman's great too. I'm really happy with that stuff. Elite, Aileen, Dorian. We talked about Dorian. Should we talk about Lorcan now?
All right, yeah, let's talk about Lorcan. Lorcan is he's having the worst day ever. Well, he is having the worst time in the world because this guy, he got screwed over by Aelin. All he wants to do is impress his queen and all that stuff, get back in her favor, and then he finds a way, but then he ends up falling in love with the girl who has the thing he needs, and then when he realizes that's what he really wants, like, Maeve just turns it on him and is like, nope, and he gets fucked.
It makes me kind of think of Zuko. Like
A little bit,
have your
a little bit, but I feel like Zuko, he's not as cool as Zuko, but yeah, I can see that.
No one's as cool as Zuko, man. We need to accept that. But I just feel bad for Lorcan, even though it's like, damn.
He also has the coolest magic out of all the females. He has the coolest magic, like literal death magic. That is awesome.
Very happy about that. Like, good for you, man. And your shields. I like that he just has shields up. I like that all of them just have shields up. Tired of just walking around pulling shields out their ass. Literally, like, got shield. Everyone's got a shield around them all the time. I'm like, that's gonna be really annoying. Like, people that just got a bubble around you the entire time. You're just walking around. You're like, time to get milk. Shield. What?
It's just like, oh well, we're about to walk into a bar. Shields up, guys.
Yep.
Shields
Like,
up.
I get because you're in a bar, but still. I liked Lorcan, and I really loved his moment when he was freaking out over her, like somewhat freaking out over her having her period, being like, "No," just like casually throwing the body out.
The part that got me was when Elite jumps in the way of the wolf guy, and the wolf guy panics, and he just loses his shit.
Everyone loses their shit, and I was like, "Oh shit, shit's getting real."
That was probably the most tense chapter up until the actual Maeve stuff was happening.
I have to agree with you on that one. That was really good. I liked Lorcan's point of view and Elite's point of view. They combined very well, and I liked her view of life because she's like Rapunzel and Tangled, where I haven't seen shit. And Lorcan's like,
that was really cool. I like how she was all like wide-eyed whenever she saw a new place, and she was like, "Ooh, that's nice. I've never seen this before."
It's a nice childish kind of view. And it's very uplifting to have compared to everyone else. Like, the lead's all like, "Ooh, what's that? That's pretty. That's new. Ooh, I don't like her. She's a bitch." Like,
I also really like the whole the concept of like Lorcan like leg.
Yes, that was
and
really
stuff
cool.
like that.
That was very subtle, and not subtle, but like I enjoyed that. I also liked her being like, "Yeah, he's my husband." I'm like, "Girl, I love that you just say that so in the beginning so quickly."
Yep. Oh man. And I like how she uses that to like own her uncle legally, because she's like, "Yeah, I'm married now, motherfucker. You have no ownership over me."
Like her uncle scene, I think that was one of my most tense moments. So I was like, "This motherfucker." I was like, at Housing Works, and I was like listening to this on the corner. what? I'm like, this motherfucker's back, and I'm not okay.
Yep. No, when he showed up, I was like, and she sees the dagger. She sees that he has a dagger on his hip. I'm like, you better not kill yourself. I swear to God, if you kill yourself,
I was very worried about that. I was so worried. I was about to hear death, suicide in my ears while walking, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be okay.
I was like, no, I'm like, I have grown too attached to you. You are not allowed to kill yourself. No.
I totally, honestly, totally forgot who the fuck Lysandra was for a while in the book. I'm just like, why is there a shapeshifter here? Like, my brain wasn't there.
Oh man, no. Lysandra is probably my favorite female character besides Aelin. Well, no, she's like she's tied with Manon for my favorite side character. My favorite female side character, because Lysandra is just awesome. Her ghost leopard form all the time, being all cute but still deadly, with like putting her head in people's laps and they just like they just like pet her and shit, all calm. And then she turned into a fucking sea dragon, and I was like, oh my god, yeah.
Really cool too. I really liked that. And I was like, oh, I remember you now, but like, it took a while.
And all her banter with Adian was just perfect. I love all that. Like the where like they're just talking and she goes, careful, Adian, I bite. And he just snaps his teeth at her and he's like, good thing I know how to make women purr. I was like, yeah. That is how I'm like.
Also very entertained by Adian's just casual "I'm bisexual" mark. I was just like in the middle.
That was amazing. I was just listening to it. I had to rewind it. I was like, wait. I'm like, hold on. I'll listen. And he's just like, I enjoy the company of both women and men. I've tried it all. I'm like, wait, what? Hold on. Did I hear that correctly?
I wanted to text you about that so badly when it happened, but I knew you needed to have that moment for yourself. But I was like, Jeremy's gonna lose his shit, and in a good way. I was so excited.
And then I actually said to you, oh my god, he's bisexual. I lost my shit.
I'm happy because I wanted to, and I was like, I'm not gonna really a moment in this book that I need to talk about, but I can't because you haven't read it yet, and my friend Talia hasn't started it yet, and I'm just like, talk about it to people, so I'm talking to her on Tumblr, and I'm like,
Oh my god. But yeah, the Adian Lysander stuff was so good. I love the banter between them. Like I wanted to high five Adian all the time. I was like, yeah, that's how you do it. That is how you keep it working. I also like how he's very, very respectful, since she spent her entire life as a prostitute. So he's like, I really want to have sex with you, but I don't want to force you into it because I know the kind of life you lived and I want it to actually mean something to you. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Good for you, Adian.
I like that she does that. It's kind of, I feel like all of the Adian moments is her making
Yep.
His growth is really cool, and just Fireheart and all those cute things. Adian makes me really happy, and I want to like applaud him a lot because I'm like, you're putting up with so much shit for like all the time.
Yeah, and nobody tells him anything. Like, poor guy, he has to find out literally. Like everybody's in the loop. Everybody's in the loop while Adian's just in the bathroom, and he comes back, and it's just like, yeah, so we're gonna go fight Maeve's Armada now, and he's like, I guess.
Like I just want to hug him and be like, there, it's gonna be okay. Someone will tell you.
And then I felt really, really bad when like they talk about like Aylin's secret contingency plan, and she's like, yeah, Lysandra's gonna permanently shapeshift into Aylin for the rest of her life, and she's gonna pretend to be married to Rowan. It's like, how is she gonna end up passing off? And Adian's like, how is she gonna end up passing off her kids as Rowan's kids when they wouldn't look anything like Rowan or her? And she's like, that's why we're gonna have sex, Adian, and you're gonna secretly father my children, and we're gonna pass them off as Aylin's kids. I'm like, no, that's what he wanted, but that's not what he wanted.
I was just listening to that, and I'm like, none of this is okay. Like, Aileen is still a Celine Aileen. I do love her character growth; she's amazing. But I was just like, I want to punch you because like you didn't tell anyone about any of this, and you're just like, surprise, I'm going
I
after the
was
god, everyone's safe. This is all these plans that I've
I
had.
was
I haven't told anyone.
I I was so angry. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. You have all of this and you didn't say it. Like, if you were gonna tell anybody, you should have told Adian.
Yeah, like you're gonna be like
Adian is your
surprise. Like
literal
what I'm
is
gonna up with, I'm gonna make my
Adian is literally your only family left, dude. Why aren't you telling him any of this? Like I was like, Aelin, what is wrong with you? No, that is not okay at all.
like all the
Because
other
I was
reveals he
like,
did.
yeah, because I was like, you bitch about Elena all the time, and you do the exact same shit. And,
Great book though. Love the character growth. Love so many of these characters.
yeah, and I mean the fact that we get so angry is just a testament to how good this is, because that's how much we care about these characters.
I was so like, in a good way. But, like it's a great book. I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna have to re-listen to Queen of Shadows again. Like at some point I'll do a reread or listen. I'm not sure. I think when I'll like pile up my Audible credits and just listen to the entire series from like start to finish instead of just like reading a bunch of them and then audibling the last two.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to use an Audible credit on the short story one again, because I have it, but I haven't reread it in a while. And there's a lot of good stuff in there, like the taking down of the Pirate Lord City that happens in the short stories.
Yeah.
The meeting with the Silent Assassins, where she makes friends with the king's son, is in the short stories. The chick who ends up becoming Queen of the Waste, her story is in the short stories. A lot of good stuff in there.
I like that she's making that all come back into play, even though it's like, okay, this is a point to make you read all of it, but I still appreciate it too. Like, yes, this makes me happy.
Yeah, but you're not missing enough where you have to read it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like with other books where like they try to get you to read the tie-in stuff so hard that they make tie-in stuff integral parts of the actual main plot, and you're like, okay, what the hell is this? So that means I have to read this now to understand what's going on here, because this takes place 3 years before this, so I have to read this now. Ah, fuck.
I also appreciate all of the random Aileen background shit. I like her. I like that all of her background plot stuff that we never saw when it comes to the circle, minus that ending. I really enjoyed how that played out, just because I'm like, I like that
Yep.
all of these relationships you've been built. I like that it shows you've been planning all of this shit. Like, not to the I'm gonna be queen someday, but you knew these relationships would be beneficial at some point in your life, and you did that, and like you wrote letters and all this random shit. I was like, I
Yep.
liked that.
Also, I also like that she was able to get her other cousin, to join the side by being like, "You forgot my mother, you asshole. You like return to the safe."
That was really good. Should we talk about the most emotional scene ever?
Oh, which one are you talking? Are you talking about? Oh, the reunion
That's the one
scene.
that's why the ending wasn't as
That
painful to me, because the reunion one had me like sobbing.
yeah. Yeah, like I texted you when that happened, and I was like, I'm a mess right now. When you're like, I know exactly what scene you're on. It's okay. Trust me, it doesn't get any worse than that.
Like it does, but not to that extent. Not to like, oh god, I'm in public and I'm sobbing because of this book in my
No, it was like 11 o'clock, maybe. It was like 11:30 at night, and I was sitting here. I was all happy. They had just survived like that whole giant horde of monsters, and I was like, cool, great. And now she's gonna get to finally meet a lead, and I was like, all right, I'm ready for this. And then it starts happening, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. Stop. No, don't cry, Aylin. No. Whenever she
we're all gonna
cries,
cry. Great, we're all just crying now. Great.
no, because like that was the equivalent to the Air of Fire scene where she's having the flashback and she's crying, and then she ends up awakening her power after she starts crying, and she sees the ghost of her dead parents, and I'm like, oh god, not this again.
Yep. So now that we've solved, I think we should talk about Manon and Blackbeak and how.
Oh, like the Manon chapters. I gotta tell you, man. When we first got Manon chapters in Era of Fire, I was like, okay, she's kind of cool. I like to nickname the Era of Fire Manon chapters the if you give a bitch a puppy story. Literally, that's kind of what happened. The moral of the story is if you give a bitch a puppy, she's no longer a bitch, or at least she's a more tolerable bitch.
Manon makes me think of a less crazy, like she's a Zula level crazy, but she's like I'm planning things slightly better.
A friend of mine pretty much equated it to if you actually gave Bellatrix something to care about and really good motivation, that is what Manon is.
I like that. That's good. I just love her a lot. I really love Manon. She's on my list of like I'm gonna
She is so
goddess.
freaking cool. Like Manon
I feel
owns everything.
I feel like Manon. Okay, so I'm gonna do another Vampire Academy reference because I can't help it. Someone made a really good point when during like the Vampire Academy days, like the whole Adrian and Rose thing didn't work out because Rochelle had the plan to do Sydney and Adrian, and I feel like Manon was that character where it's like I came up with this character really late, and she's not my lead character, but I really love this character, so she's gonna get a bunch of really good plot points. Not that this series isn't filled with a bunch of really strong characters, but I feel like Manon and Eileen character she came up with, if you're like, I'm in love with both of these women, and they're both going to be in the same series, and they're not going to get along, and it's going to be great, and I'm going to make it. And I feel like that's what happened because we got her in Air of Fire when she got to get like that's when the series really took itself to a whole nother level, and I feel like Manon is getting better, along with Aileen, but in two totally different paths that are still intertwined.
Oh yeah, because they're two sides of the same coin, which they illustrate a lot here, and it's really well done. And I like that because Dorian was in love with why Dorian and Manon work is because he's in love with Manon for the same reasons he was in love with Selena back when she was Selena. Like everything he loved about her, Manon has to like the 10th power. Like because like because Aelin now is much more like mature and more queen like. Selena was way more dangerous and on the edge, and Dorian just loved that, and I think that's what he tried. And when he saw, because I think when he saw what Selena was turning into as she was more transitioning into Aelin, but not fully Aelin yet, that's why he wanted to go for somebody like Sorsha, who was softer and more like that, because he wanted a change of pace after Aelin broke his heart and started going with Kale. But then he realized, no, I actually really like the bad girls. Let me go ahead and stick with this. Like, all right, she likes to be chained up and biting. Oh, okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, I'm on board.
I appreciate all of that, and I just really love the point of view about like just sex and just things in general. Like Manon's point of view is just so entertaining.
I really laugh at the fact that this is in the young adult section, and I'm like, there is so much really, really explicit, really hot scenes in here.
It's really kinky, and I was just like, damn, girls that are reading this, like, god damn. Like I just was like, wow, okay, and like I sent a scene. What are you thinking about? Knitting, like crochet. Oh fuck, it was crocheting something. Crocheting, how to make you make those noises again. And my friend's like, "Are you hitting on a guy?" I'm like, "No, it's from a book." But thanks for thinking I'd say that.
He goes, how to make those noises again. And then I love his response because that's literally what I thought of in my head. What I would have said to her. I'm like, oh, don't worry. Next, she's like, don't worry. Next time we're alone, it's my turn. It's my turn. We'll see what kind of noises you. I actually said that out loud. Like I was thinking of how to respond to that, and I said that out loud as Rowan was saying it, and I was like, all right, Rowan.
I think my favorite thing though is how she lost her cool and nearly tripped into the door. I was like, I appreciate this moment. I've been in both positions, and it made me smile a lot because I'm like, I love that she did that.
Oh my god, no! Like And like how she just drops all this sex stuff without even thinking about it. Like she mentions Aelin going on her knees, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, she thanked him for healing him by going on her knees. I'm like, oh, okay, that is definitely how you thank somebody for saving your life and healing you from certain death. Yeah, that is a great reward system. Yeah, all right, Aelin, good for you. Forward thinking.
I just appreciated it. It was like, damn, to the young kids that are reading it. And I'm like, damn, good for you.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, going back to like stuff we,
Like,
going back to stuff we read in the YA section when we were actually of YA age, we got Vampire Academy here and
God,
there that had some good, like some kind of good stuff, but comparing it to this, like this stuff is like what? Oh man.
like, fuck, I was reading like L.J. Smith and like rereading Harry Potter and shit at like 13, like Vampire Academy, and none of that is compared to this.
Right? Can you imagine like kids that are like 15, 16 reading this and they're just like they're sitting there like, oh, maybe I should not tell my parents what I'm reading right now.
Like, Mom, I'm reading this series, and now I'm just my dad. Like, I was listening to an Audible, and I'm like, I'm just gonna put my headphones on.
Oh, dude, I had to put my headphones in several times because I was like, oh, and we're moving to sex scenes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, like it's like this, and I think the sex is definitely what also gave it more of a Game of Thrones type of vibe because I just kept imagining like a Game of Thrones style kind of vibe to all of this. Like this is why I'm like, Sarah, if you pitch this, send this to HBO because
No, it's Hulu. Hulu gets it.
oh, Hulu has it. Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
go Hulu.
Got it. I'm like intrigued and confused all at the same time. I'm like, all right, Hulu.
All right.
Like, I want to know, will they blind cast it? Will everyone be super white? Like, not that this isn't.
I mean, a lot of the main cast is kind of like you could debate. Like, I see Adian as like, like, you know what I mean? White, but still has like that kind of tan complexion to her. Aelin is definitely white. Dorian I see is Hispanic. Let's see, Kale I could see as either white or a mixture of white and Asian. I don't know why I see Kale as Asian, but there's some Asian. There's just some I get from Kale.
I want to know, but yeah, we'll find out in like a year.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting.
Overall, what would you rate this book?
I'd give this a 4.5. I'd give because like I had some problems in the beginning with like because it didn't really take off as quickly as the other ones have in the past. But once it took off, and it ended up being really good.
We're gonna tilt the camera this way now. My boys, Jeremy. Hi.
All right. So yeah. What is it? But before, what was I saying? Yeah, with I know before you were saying like that you liked you still like the Court of Mist and Fury better than this, and I told you I would tell you what I thought after I actually liked this more than a Court of Mist and Fury. I'm more invested in this world than I am in the Court of Thorns and Roses world, but I don't know. I was really pleasantly surprised at how good this was. Like I already knew it was going to be good, but I didn't expect me to go through the whole gambit of emotions like within like the first 20 something chapters. And also characters that I didn't expect to like, I ended up like loving. Like I thought Elide was okay when she first showed up in I think it was Airfire. I want to say it was definitely Airfire. Okay, Elide seems all right, but then when Elide showed up again, I was like, oh, this is probably gonna get annoying. She's gonna be the one she's gonna be the one tagging along, and she's gonna be the helpless damsel in distress. But then she's gonna end up growing into a badass eventually. But no, right from the get go, I'm like, okay, you're kind of low key badass. I like this.
I'm still sticking with my Quartermass and Fury feels, but it's also because I'm just such a sucker for first. It's different worlds, but still the same. Like it's both Fey world, just different at it.
Yeah.
I still love the series a lot, but I think it's because when I started it, I went backwards. I haven't reread, but I just really like A Court of Mist and Fury. I think it's because I ran around going, read this to people, and then turn around, go, read the red one first, then this blue one.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It fucked me up a lot. I think we gotta time it. Like when our next Audible books, we gotta start it like the same day or something.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna have to both pre-order so we don't have to deal with this. I pre-ordered the Six of Crows one to make sure I get it the day it comes out.
Okay, I'll pre-order the same thing on Audible. I'm only audibling at the moment just because money.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah.
but it was an awesome book. I really enjoyed like literally all of the characters. We didn't talk about like the whole actual. We find out what the main plot of the book is, like what the end game is. We didn't really talk about the end game. So you want to talk about the end game and how we feel about that before we wrap up?
Sure. Yeah, I really like Aileen's end game. I'm like, girl, I love and respect you, but I'm also really pissed at you. Manon's, I'm all for where Manon's going, and same for Rowan. Like yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. Like Rowan is really taking charge of being king. But at the same time, I also like how he views himself as consort. Like he doesn't see himself as a king. He just sees himself as the guy who has sex with Aelin.
Oh, I love that. It's just so casual. Like, yeah, I'm just the guy that's fucking.
Yeah, I like that he doesn't like let that go to his head at all. Like he's like, Dorian addresses him as a king and whatever, but he's like, I'm just a consort. I'm just here because I love her, and that's other benefits too. But I could really give two fucks about having a crown, legal reasons.
I'm okay with that. What else? I'm cool with where Dorian stuff is going. I'm excited. Dorian, you grew up a lot. I'm not thoroughly Romanized for shit again, but I'm still excited. Who else are we missing? Cole.
Huh.
I don't know.
I have no idea what to think about Kale. Where is he gonna go? Is he gonna be healed? Like, is he gonna be different now? How is he gonna have some kind of magical ability since he got healed with magic? I don't know. Maybe. I want to see his reaction to how the new Dorian is, because how Dorian is kind of a mixture of the new Dorian and old douchebag Dorian.
Yeah, he's gonna be fucking pissed. I expect some sort of bro punch in the face. Hey, bro, I love you. Here's my fist in your face.
Like I'm expecting him to hug him and then strangle him. It's like you're fucking a witch now. Is that what we're doing?
Yep. Oh, so you couldn't be with Aileen, so now you're fucking Manon? Got it. Okay.
He's like, I expected you to protect Aelin. I mean, I know we didn't really work out because I like kind of blew up on her and lost my shit because I couldn't accept her for who she was. But I expected you to be better, but I guess not. All right.
I'm excited for our to come back. I liked Fleetfoot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fleetfoot was cool. I need to see how Lysandra's baby is doing. Like the little girl, Celine. I want to know how she's doing over there in the north. Cause like I want to know how her reaction is to Lysandra is gonna be Aelin now, and she's obviously gonna know because she knows Lysandra.
Mom's not really mom.
How is she gonna wait? And that's another thing that I just thought about. Like, how is How are they gonna explain? Oh yeah, we have Lysandra's a member of our court, but nobody's seen Lysandra in months.
I'm not gonna talk about it. Like,
oh man, but yeah, I'm excited to see where Adian is going. I'm not prepared for next book and how it's probably gonna open with Aelin torture scenes.
oh yeah, like
Because that's just
Alright,
gonna
so I'm gonna do this.
that's just gonna bring me back to Vampire Academy, Sydney getting tortured at Alchemist Camp.
That alien torture scenes will be like it was in Blind Spot last night. Blind Spot did this thing where she's been gone for like kidnapped and tortured for 3 months, and so the first scene you saw was her getting her ass kicked and then hitting someone really well, and then them her knocking her out. But then the next like 3 scenes was her planning her escape, and it was really well, and it was totally badass. And I feel like it's gonna be like that, where she's not gonna make us suffer a lot, but we know it's gonna have been gone on for a really long ass fucking time, or not. I don't know. I don't know her timeline, but like I feel like it's gonna be like either really long and it's going to be annoying, or it's going to be very like short and to the point, badass.
I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna have like a slow build up. We're gonna have at least 4 chapters of Aelin dealing with the torture and her trying to figure out a way to get through, and then you just got her getting ready, and then you just hear Rowan and the crew busting through, and it's just like, all right, then now you're happy and things are going well, and then and they're gonna have a showdown with Maeve, which is gonna be nice. And I really want to see where Manon unite her people, since we find out she's a freaking queen. Like, yeah, all right, Manon, definitely deserves that.
Like, you go, girl. She can do it. She can just the whole world on fire, and I'll be like, we deserved this. You're right. We did. We deserved all of it.
Manon definitely makes you root the girl in this situation, because I don't know. I'm like I've always like I've always been attracted to those type of characters in the first place. Like, you know, attracted as in like, and attracted as in attracted. But like, man, Manon is like a whole other level. Like, yeah, I'm 100%, 110% Team Manon. Like, I honestly would read a spin-off of Manon stuff, because all the witch stuff seems really interesting, and not many people do stuff with witches. So
Good job at it too. Also, I found a great banner for our
oh, cool. So, did we miss anybody? Oh, Did we talk about Adian at all? No. Like, where we want to see Adian going?
I want him to. I know Rowan's going to be the lead in the whole let's save the lead thing, but I want Adian to own this shit. I want him to own. Okay, fuck you guys for not telling me anything. I'm going to have the master plan how to save her, and then she's either most likely going to save herself because strong independent woman, blah blah blah. Like, or it's going to be Adian kicking ass and like the heavy. Like, I'm cool.
Well, I mean, Adian's in the North leading the army, so he's gonna be all like Jon Snow leading the forces of the North up in. I also like I kept getting the Jon Snow vibe from Adian. Like, we had talked about Game of Thrones, they kept calling him the Wolf of the North, and I was like, Jon Snow.
Got it. She's a nerd. We know Sarah's a nerd.
Yeah, so I really hope that Adian can eventually forgive Lysandra. And I hope it doesn't come to one of those weird moments where he ends up making out with her in Aelin's body, and he's just like,
I hope not. I don't think she'll do that. I hope not. I don't want that. I don't think she wants that either. She's gonna like. It's gonna be a scene when like she's in the middle of being it, or like like she's gonna look like Aline, or in the middle of like getting ready to look like Aline. So it's gonna be like she's kind of dressed like his cousin. Like he's gonna. I don't know.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be one of those. But
I think we did it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that wrapped it up. So what was your overall rating? What was your overall rating?
Overall, I'm giving it like a 4.5 too, just because I was like, you gave me a lot of feelings. You gave me a lot of stuff I wanted. I feel like if I read Queen of Shadows right before this, it would have been like, I remember so much more, but because I didn't, and because I had a slower much slower beginning than the other books. I'm like, I don't need world building, but here I am, somewhat getting world building again.
Oh yeah, really quick. Great prologue. That was probably the best prologue of the series. I really enjoyed that past prologue.
It took a while for it to click, and then when it did, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh yes, okay, so that's pretty much it. So yeah, our next one will be Crooked Kingdom, the next book in the Six of Crows series. Stay tuned. We'll figure out whose channel is going to be on, depending on whose Google Plus is actually working.
Yes, it was mine.
So yeah, yeah. So stay tuned for that. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
Put the links in the channel. Bye.